All right, we'll call this meeting to order at 4:38. This is our November meeting of the, where are we at? Mitchell Parks and Rec. I pulled a Gary there. We'll start by approving our October meeting minutes. Give a chance to look over those, and someone can make a mention. I think that in the meeting, the mayor mentioned how much was collected in day of funds, but I don't know that I wrote it down.
I did write it down.
Okay, maybe we could add that to these minutes, because it wasn't mentioned in the meeting, right? It was 400 something maybe.
No,
It wasn't?
I think it was 100 and something.
Oh, yeah, okay. In my head it was 400.
Yeah, but it was 100 and something.
Okay, he rattled it off really quickly, so maybe we can find that and adjust the minutes to show that. And then we'll have an actual total in our records. So I'll let you take care of chasing them down for that number.
Okay.
Or Vicky probably has it on record.
Yeah, Becky will have the number.
I'll email
The current.
Vicky.
Yeah, that'd be great. And then that way it's on record and we don't have to bring it up again. Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the October minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes to approve October minutes. The president's position was up on November 2nd. So a motion or vote is requested, motion and vote is requested to approve Sally Miller as board president. Mayor, I know we talked about this briefly. When we started, we staggered our things, but I can't remember the actual number of years per term, because technically.
Well, in the beginning it was staggered, and after that, they can be 2-year, 4-year terms, whatever number. And it's always the same, it keeps the stagger the same.
Okay. Well, currently, yeah, because I'd rather it not be a 4-year term. So right now, Mark was up in 24, so we've adjusted that. So if he were on a 2-year term, he'd be up again in 26, November of 26. This is Gary, came on, 24. He came on in 2024, I believe.
Yeah. I can't remember what month.
Yeah, it's okay, we can look back in our records, but wasn't November, I don't believe, it was earlier in the year, so that would put you going off in 2026, or coming back on. And then Eliza is February of 25, I'm sorry, JJ is February of 2025, we gave her that, so that'd be 27. And then Eliza, we voted on earlier this year, so she'd be February of this year if we did 2-year terms. I think that is 2-year terms okay, if we wanna outline that?
Sure.
Okay. Is there a city ordinance that has any of this information in it, or? I know we're just a works board, so, okay. We'll do 2-year terms then. And I think that's still pretty, I mean, we're all separated at least by a year. And then, right now, it looks like November and February, and then whenever you come on. I feel like it was May, but I'm not sure. This is an old copy. I know we've adjusted this page. This doesn't show the changes from last year. Okay, so that would mean if we vote Sally Miller president, and for another 2 years, she would be on until November 2nd of 2027.
I don't know how we can remember. When did Danny take the job?
Never seen.
You didn't come on.
Or is
Oh, what job? You mean the
Building
commissioner?
commissioner.
Okay.
It was about 8 months in, seems like to me. So they can make it September 24 maybe.
Cause I know, that's when you asked me. it may have been
Yeah,
a
cause I
couple months
see
after you asked me when he took the job, I don't
you are
know.
not in attendance in, March of 2024 or April. Oh, and then new member appointing Gary Dorsett, that was on the agenda in May. I don't know if you were here for that meeting, so we might have brought you in June. Gary Dorsett was sworn in by Mayor Cardell on June
He was right.
17th, 2024. So it'll be June 2024. Okay, do I have a motion? Really, guys, whatever you want to do.
I make a motion.
You're not gonna hurt my
For
feelings.
Sally to be president for.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mayor, I didn't hear you. Did you say
I
aye?
don't even know for sure if I'm actually a member of the
If
board.
you're allowed to
just
vote, okay,
You
you're
know,
just
whether
here.
I have a vote,
Okay.
I'm just here as a kind of
So in other words, you don't agree?
Observer.
Is that what you're
a.
saying?
I'd say something if I didn't agree.
I know. Good to know. Especially after the day you've had, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Motion passes. That term would be, we'll say from today, the 17th, we'll say November 17th, 2025. Okay. Moving on with our agenda. Old business, our playground plans. Of course, we'll have our meeting at 5 with our playground committees. Mid-States rep met with Liz and I, and we formally informed him of our Sinclair meeting, and he is reworking our sketches with lots of information that Liz gave him that we come up with at our subcommittee meeting about what we want. She has done a lot of research and had lots of pictures and ideas and sketches, and she's just, basically handing all of that research and design over to her. He took lots of notes and is taking that back to his design team and is excited to help us and also to do his best to match the Sinclair pricing. Sinclair offers a grant, but he said, Sally, it's not as much a grant as it's just a discount. It's like, I know, but they call it a grant. It looks, it's either way. I don't care what you call it. It's a discount. So it's like, we can work with something like that. So he knows what we're looking to try to match. At the same time, we did take a moment to ensure that he's the one we really want to work with. At least that's not from me, that's from my subcommittee. And so he's doing his due diligence and making those sketches and reworking those, and as well as the quote to match Sinclair and to make Liz happy, basically. Which is great because she has a real good vision for what we want. So, a goal to get the crowdfunding campaign website set up. Pittman has said he was going to write that ordinance. He's going to try to keep it kind of vague, I think, because I don't think Vicki has in mind a platform. I have seen some that municipalities in Indiana use that are pretty straightforward, but I don't feel like that's in my wheelhouse to choose that platform that we use for that. If we were going to use a crowdfunding platform for the whole project, but most crowdfunding platforms don't want you to do an $850,000 goal. The crowdfunding people are gonna help you fund smaller portions, or they're gonna do gap funding. So we're probably not gonna find a crowdfunding platform that wants to partner with us on this, if that makes sense. Just using Stripe or there's something called Tyler Technologies, just to get that ordinance written and just to get an access to an online platform is what we really need to secure these grant matching funds. We have to do it. It just has to happen. So I've been assured that is something that will be approved at the next city council meeting, and then we can move forward with that. I did meet with the Creating Places folks. It might work for gap funding, but if we were to enter into a contract with them and open their crowdfunding platform, it would be very confusing because they're going to be offering the same match that Community Foundation is, and people are going to be like, which one am I giving to? So we really have to get working on this community foundation. Mayor, you had mentioned the ARIA might be reaching out to me, and I haven't heard from anyone on that end.
Well, they'll be in town again tomorrow, so,
Okay. Alright, are you having conversations with them about
oh, yeah.
different things they can
Well,
offer us
they're
in
working
that?
on, right now, they're working on the grant for that, the tear down of the First National Bank building,
Gotcha,
and that's what they're focused on.
okay. Well, if there's, I mean, just as a consultation, or, I mean, I know what they do and what they provide, but I just didn't know if that was something that was gonna be a resource for us or not. All of our committees have met, and we'll recap everyone in attendance tonight on what they have, some next steps and some developments that they have come up with for their progress. And that includes our fundraising and capital campaign committee, our research design and project management committee, and our marketing and social media storytelling committee. Christmas event is coming up. We've met a few times. Our responsibility is, of course, Cookies with Santa. We open registration, and like within 3 days, we're already half full. Of course, we're charging $20, so we'll make a little more revenue on that end. But we're in charge of getting Santa there. We're in charge of Santa's floats. So I'd like for us to set a date as to when we can work on that. You said we don't have that building anymore, right, to house our
It's
float?
not ours now, no.
Okay, got it. So we need to come up with another place to work on that, and obviously if we're using your trailer, it's kind of up to you as to how we do that.
We just need preferably a warm place if we
Yeah.
could, or we could start a little bit earlier. Were we rushed last time a little bit?
It was just really dark in there. It was,
Yeah.
yeah,
We were, I think
It was like
we were
the
just
day
all so
before.
busy at that time.
yeah.
It'd be nice to start maybe a week earlier than we did last time.
That way we
I
can
mean,
kind
I've
of
still
take a
got-
step back and then, oh, we still need this, this, and this. We'll keep
I've
that.
still got all the lights, of course, the city bought. Now your signs and that stuff has all got wet, and
Yeah.
some of the dollar trimming and stuff, that's junk.
It cost me more than $1.
Well, whatever it was, but it's gone. We'll have to get new stuff.
Oh yeah. With the weather, it was not help for that.
And we need to think about getting a cover for it, which I think I need to get my pop-up out and see if it would fit on there. I think it would.
I
'Cause
think we thought about that last year. I think I know mine was just gonna be a little too wide. If it were actually popped into place, it was not gonna work. But if you make it to where you get it, and kind of form it to the back of the trailer, it should work. It wouldn't be, I know with mine, it was like I couldn't fully extend it to,
Let mine
Sit on
either,
there,
so
yeah.
I don't know, we need to. Well, when I was over there, we built one, but it was major undertaking.
Yeah.
Um,
but we'd have no control over the weather, so.
Do we have a place to be able to decorate it?
I can check and see what
Is
the
there-
status is out at the fire station.
I was gonna say, is there a bay that we could just park it, kinda, and have access to it?
Might be able to swing that.
Where's that at? Which one is that? Out on Hamilton?
Hamilton, yeah. That's the only one that's heated.
Yeah.
I mean, my garage is not that big, I could kick the wife's car out and
Oh,
we
that's
could
not
do
very
it there,
nice.
but it'd be kinda crowded.
Yeah, it's not very big. Your garage
Cause
is
I've
not very
got
big.
my mower in there, I've got my,
I don't think that we
golf
could
cart.
I don't think we could get the canopy on your trailer in your garage.
we
could
couldn't.
No, get it back out.
I mean.
Yeah.
I guess there might be a smaller I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
like
the
you-
standard size, but there's gotta be one that maybe,
that's smaller that, I don't know if you can still extend it.
How wide is your trailer?
Good question.
we measured it last year, remember we measured it, it was, but I can't remember. It was,
Maybe if you measure it and let us know, and maybe we can look and see
Yeah.
if there's a
Is it 5 by 10?
small canopy that we could
Or
put
I think
in.
it's 12 foot long by
I think it's
Six.
around 6.
6
Yeah,
feet
that's
long.
the part that's just.
So if we could find a canopy that only opens up about 6 feet, maybe.
Cause I mean, I can drill down into the wood where it's sturdy.
Yeah, once it gets set up, it's good to go. You can
And of
attach it
course-
however you want.
You know, we'll have it on hand because more than likely we do all this and it won't rain a stitch. If it's snowing, I think it doesn't need a canopy.
Did we save the lights that we used, the colored lights that we used last year? Are those in my garage?
No, I've got them.
You've got it all. Okay, good. 'Cause
I-
was gonna
I
say, do you
have
any of
the-
that?
Like the antlers that I
Yeah,
created
yeah.
for his
Okay.
windows, and then the Rudolph nose and stuff. I have that,
Okay.
that we
But
can
you
put
have
back
the
on the
lights,
truck.
okay. I'll order more of the dollar stuff or something similar to give it a little shimmer. And then if we can, Mayor, if you can check and get back with us this week as to if there's a space
We're
available.
talking about then, what, 2 weeks before the,
I would say, yeah, I'd say we probably wanna work on it the first week, first full week.
I left my phone at town.
I did too.
December 1st through the 5th is,
The first full week.
then the 8th through like the 13th.
I mean, I can, like I did last year, I can start, pull my thing out, right in my drive, I can go ahead and get the lights on there, and then we use my generator, correct?
Mhm.
Yep. And
And didn't you have some kind of sound system that you had music playing from?
yes,
Switch to the generator.
I still have that.
Okay. Alright, that's a good start. We had a backdrop that we used.
Yeah,
Do you have that?
no,
Okay.
I think
It was trash.
it was destroyed,
Okay, we'll get another one. Okay.
cause when we got the boxes, were great, I mean, the presents you guys wrapped, they look great, but man, after all that rain, everything just
Yeah, yeah.
wilted.
Well, I did buy that balloon kit too, if we want to use it in some way, some fashion.
Okay.
So, I mean, if we did put a canopy, we could even put the balloons like
Around the
on the
poles.
front post even,
Yeah.
and across the top of it maybe. So,
If Santa's on that float, are we also including, what did we do, a bench last year? Was there a bench? I mean, we did, I know we didn't
Yes.
use it, but we had a bench, and that was for him and Mrs. Claus, right?
Yes.
Was that a city bench we used? One right
It's on
out
right here in the
Okay,
hallway.
got it.
Yeah.
And that's still available.
and
Okay.
is that the bench you took to Friendship Park for him to sit on? You took one for him to sit at Friendship Park,
might have been the same one.
and then I think it was, cause I think
'Cause,
once he was done
yeah,
there,
we
then
had
we.
to come back and pick it up.
Yeah, I remember us doing that.
Okay, so, once we know where we can do this, then we'll set the date. Okay. So we'll look at that, maybe an evening, early evening.
I'll start digging the lights out.
It shouldn't be a problem getting into the fire station, I mean, any of those times, there's usually somebody hanging around there anyway. Just tell them to get their hands off my stuff, just kidding. They will, in fact, I can think of a few of them I could probably get to help us, if they're just there. Let's see here, truck is a no-go, it's not running, and so it makes it really hard to transport it. So that backdrop, so we may just have to use our Christmas scene backdrop with our trees, or we'll have to come up with another truck, if you know of anybody else that has a vintage
Does
truck.
anybody else know someone that has a
I do
vintage
not.
truck?
It is, I have been on her case for 3 months, so I just haven't had a chance to, well, she just messaged me this week, and it's just been hard for them to transport, because they have to put it on a trailer, it's just, it's an old truck, so for what the purpose was, it's not gonna work, so.
I could bring my 60 T-Bird up there and you could open the trunk and put stuff in it,
What color is it?
white.
I don't think you want a bunch of people, I don't know. You want a bunch of people standing around it? What's up with the camper? Is it not available?
Well,
Has it been sold?
no, but it's just a matter of, it's a busy day and a busy night, and we also have a ball game that night.
Okay.
So,
Isn't that amazing how that always happens?
yeah,
I've
and it's a
got
home
games in
game.
between, I'm coaching some, kids are playing everywhere, I mean, it's just
It's a,
chaotic.
it's a home game.
Alright, we gotta wrap up here, so we'll come back to that. Plans for new year, objectives for our parks plan. I think a lot of our objectives have, kind of changed since we've taken on this project playground, and so we might wanna look at that, because if indeed those grant funds are available to us, they're gonna wanna relook at our 5-year plan, and if our 5-year plan is way off in the way of what we've accomplished in 24 or 25, then they're gonna be like, maybe we don't wanna consider you for this $50,000 matching grant. So we kinda wanna relook at that plan. Probably didn't accomplish much in the way of what we had anticipated getting done in 2024, but, and also knowing that we've shifted gears to Project Playground, it's just different. So we might wanna maybe bring our expectations down a little bit in our parks plan if we're ever gonna be considered for that. Like I said, we can only hope that DNR will open up those land and water conservation funds after the first year. I don't know what's to come on that end, so we could make our last, I can't remember if we generally don't meet in December, I don't think it's busy, but if we wanted to, we could do a planning meeting and make it more just like a get together. I know it's busy, but we never do that as a group. So, would we wanna do that? And make it, call it a planning meeting to where it wasn't a public meeting,
I mean, that's fine.
December 21st. I know, it's crazy week. We'll try to do that. And it will be a fun event. We'll have fun. It'll be on the agenda, so you'll be made to have fun. That's you, Gary. All right, so we'll say December 21st. I don't think we will have a meeting with the playground committee, just because I feel like that attendance would be affected by the holidays, so. And really what we could accomplish at that time of the year, so.
It'll be December 22nd, 21st, December 21st is a Sunday.
Oh, I don't wanna be here on Sunday. That might upset the reverend. Something.
And that meeting is
Is it still gonna be at 4:30?
for Christmas or a regular? Or
It's just a get together.
okay,
Yeah, okay.
gotcha.
At
Gotcha.
4:30?
A million other places.
Yeah, or 5, or what do you guys think? I know it's makes for a long day when you're here all day and then you have to,
The earlier the better for
I
me.
say 4:30.
4:30, okay. We'll make it a after-hours event. All right, do a
Make a
motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to
I'll
adjourn.
second it.
Okay. 5:01.